We have a bunch of stuff to break down for the BO6 and Warzone Season 3 Reloaded update, early download, what we're getting in this update, the lack of marketing, or when we're going to see some actual marketing for the update, future COD leaks as well, some cool stuff for this year's BO2 sequel, whatever Treyarch's doing for this year, and then of course next year IW is back. We have some leaks on that game, which aren't that good, not surprising though. We'll go through all that in this video. First, of course, we have a little teaser video of Blazetown, new MP map, or I guess, you know, a reskin, a theme of Nuketown, and a new operator for BO6, Warzone Season 3 Reloaded. Okay, so let's watch this real quick, 15-second clip.
Blazetown! Let's snooch to the booch!
So that's obviously, I mean, not obviously, but I'm assuming it's a Seth Rogen operator teaser. I don't know if these guys are from Canada, but I think Seth Rogen's from Canada. So Canadian Smoke Monster joined the party, and then that laugh occurs. I guess that's what they're teasing. We'll see very soon. Probably not for this update, but maybe in a couple weeks, maybe for Season 4. Who knows for sure? Don't have any information on that, but still kind of funny there. Although, I'm not going to lie, I would rather them focus on bringing back other content from other games that we haven't seen remade or remastered, especially MP maps. I know they're going to make their money. They want to make their money on bundles and operator packs. I understand that. It's unfortunate that they focus a lot on this nowadays, but it's not a big deal as long as the other content is cool. And I think this game, especially from a comp side of things, would be so much more fun if you had a lot of these like OG BO1 maps, even some BO3 maps, bring them back, retrofit them to fit boots on the ground, Omni movement, and not jetpacks. Those would play out. Some BO3 maps would play so fire in this game. So they're not going to do that, I guess, at this point. It's already Season 3 Reloaded, Season 4, but that would be pretty cool. Let's hope for the future. For this year's Call of Duty, we have a little bit more of that. I don't just want to see remakes, but I feel like that would be so sick. Now, before we break down some more stuff for this update, if you're already gaming, this next part's a no-brainer. I've been using Devour Play to earn real rewards while I play BO6, and it's honestly so simple. If you're putting in the time to play anyway, you might as well start stacking real drops while you're at it. Here's why it's such an easy win. First, it's play to earn simplified. You play your favorite games, connect with other gamers, and start claiming real, useful rewards, no extra grind, and no extra work. Second, you're getting real value, not fake perks. Devour Play actually unlocks rewards you could use in real life. No gimmicks, no empty promises again. And third, it's instant and seamless as well. Devour Play is literally plug and play. It's free to download, super easy to set up, and you'll be earning while you play in no time. So if you're already gaming, playing BO6 or Warzone, there's really no reason not to be earning while you're doing that as well. Use my link down below to sign up, get started, and start stacking those drops. But for more on this update, of course, Season 3 Reloaded preloads should be out for Battle.net and other platforms as well, around 24 gigabytes, pretty standard there. Let me know down below what platform you're on, if the update is out or not, but it all should be coming out next couple days. This update should fully release on Thursday, May 1st anyway, so we still have some time until then. A big complaint right now is the lack of proper marketing, which nowadays for these updates, they don't really care to do that far in advance. Not a big deal, but as a fan of Call of Duty from back in the day, I would always love, like BO3 is the perfect example where you had 2 weeks out, sometimes more than 3 to 4 weeks out. Maybe that's a while, but you would have these huge marketing campaigns, a teaser trailer, a main gameplay trailer, a blog post, all this stuff to really hype us up for the next update. So nowadays when we don't get that, it just kind of sucks. Maybe again, you guys are newer fans of Call of Duty, you don't really care as much about that, whatever, but from what I've been seeing, a lot of people are confused about where is the marketing. Are they going to hype up this update? A reloaded update is not a big deal, but still it is an update. So we have so many people on Twitter, you know, doing the marketing for themselves. Okay, this is just a breakdown of what we're getting. Blazetown, Joint Operations, LTM, Vendetta, New Recon perk, okay, the Ladra SMG, Goblin MK2, 762 mini rocket conversion, weapon blueprints there, of course. All right, zombies, Mark II. We kind of went through all this. We know what we're getting here. That was all revealed for Season 3. Here's some images we got in that original blog post as well. MP maps, Haven looks interesting. What is a Signal as well. I think Haven was actually supposed to be an MW3 map based on some leaks. So the MW3 maps were fire from last year, obviously. And this is a Treyarch game, so it might feel kind of weird, but at this point, it just does not matter. To me, Black Ops 6 is cool, Zombies is cool, but BO6 MP specifically, this does not feel like a Treyarch COD. Movement is interesting, but the maps, the feel of it feels like a mixture of like IW and some other random developer and Raven Software. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like a Treyarch COD at all. Not saying it's bad, just doesn't really feel like Treyarch. And then what else we have there? The SMG, of course. Okay, nothing too crazy there. For more stuff though, again, I guess this is a variation of the Spectre from BO1. Interesting. Watch Warzone on Twitch for 45 minutes to unlock an exclusive blueprint and weapon available until May 2nd. So get that done. Streamers like Huskers, TP, and more have these drops enabled. So skin's cool, bling, okay. The operators are probably the most important thing that people want to see and claim and use. So we saw a lot of that. We saw like 5 or 6, maybe that's crazy, but I think it was like 5 or 6 free Monster Energy operator. No, it was a couple were free. The first couple were for the actual promotion when the game first came out, right? So that's a little different, but we still had a couple of free Monster Energy skins where you just typed in a code and you got it in your game. That's pretty sick. So seeing more of that is fire. But I guess some free content, can't really complain that much there. Went through that as well, Seth Rogen. Now for the future CODs. This is 2026. Let's start off with this year's Call of Duty. COD 2025's campaign might be open world, similar to MW3. Rumor claims campaign may not be developed by Raven and could be potentially worse than MW3 2023. So MW3's campaign last year was terrible. That game was fire. MP was sick, and Zombies kind of underrated. But again, that campaign was not good, and that ending was terrible, lackluster, just didn't make any sense. It was definitely not the best campaign and campaign ending we've ever seen in Call of Duty for sure. But in terms of this year's Call of Duty, I mean, look, do I care that much about the campaign at this point? No. I think any campaign we're going to see nowadays will just not be good. There's just no financial incentive for them to make a good campaign. It's unfortunate to say, but their main profit driver are these, multiplayer type game modes. MP, Zombies, Warzone, people buy microtransactions, bundles, etc. from campaign. You just, it's cool for the game's lore and the atmosphere. I think a solid campaign is worth making. I would like to play a solid campaign, but at this point, there's just no real incentive to make a good one. So that's why they're doing open world. That's why it's not going to be as good. I think the last good campaign, as much as I don't like this game, the campaign was fire. MW2 2022. That campaign was really good, honestly. Best campaign, the last best one we've seen, actually. Definitely not the best campaign of all Call of Duty, but the last best one we've seen for sure. So it's possible in today's day and age. Will this game do it? This is just a rumor, no confirmation, but not looking good. Regardless, though, most people aren't playing for the campaign anyway, so might not be that big of a deal at all. And for COD 2026, IW's game, set to be a new Modern Warfare title, may not have Omni movement. Rumor claims current builds of the game do not include the Omni movement system. For the most part, people love this new movement system, so a lot of people are treating this as an L, which I think, look, it depends on the direction they go in. I think if we compare it to MW2's movement system, 2022, maybe Omni movement's a lot better. That game was just unnaturally slow for no reason. Slow movement and large MP maps, what a terrible combo. I mean, that just didn't make any sense. Now, if you're going back to like, OG Modern Warfare movement, MW2, MW3, 2009, 2011, and smaller to mid-size maps, that match would make sense. I would prefer that actually for IW. But if you're doing the same type of new age MP maps that are super large, and I guess in BO6's case, these maps are a lot smaller and super fast, that's not the best combo as well, honestly. But for IW, MW2 was slow movement, large maps. Don't do that combo again. If they're not doing Omni movement, that might not be an L as long as the maps are still small, but the movement is not as bad as it was. Maybe MW2 movement, honestly, a little faster, but still small to mid-sized maps and some larger maps. That combo might be a little better, like a middle ground between BO6, which is super hectic, super fast-paced, and MW2, which was super slow on large maps. A middle ground of those games, that might be fire, so it depends on your take, honestly. People don't like this as much right now, but this could end up being not that big of a deal, maybe a good thing, depending on what type of maps IW is making. So for now, let me know down below your opinions on next year's Call of Duty, of course, COD 2025. I guess this is next year, 2026, but this upcoming Call of Duty for Treyarch, IW, Modern Warfare 4, whatever we get from that. Hopefully it's good. We'll see. And of course, for Season 3 Reloaded, do you care about this update? Are you hyped for the content or are you not? Let me know down below. Shout out to the members. As always, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.